Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today and for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. 24 projects, maybe 25, coming out to you 2 a week now, all the way through and until Christmas. And Sorrel wants to join in. So it's this year's stack. 2 parts so far of my trio stack. So I've been making stacks since, I want to say 2017, and this is a remake of my version from 2018, and it's a very simple one. It's a lidded box, or 3 lidded boxes, and really simple. The bases and the lids change size, but after that where you score is the same. So the largest box base, and please don't worry about writing everything down, it will be on my blog, so click open the description bar and there will be a link directly to this project. So the box base for the largest one is 8 by 8 inches, 7 by 7 inches for the middle one, which I'm going to be making, and 6 by 6 for the smallest. The lids, the biggest is 6 by 6, the middle is 5 by 5, and the smallest is 4 by 4. So that's in inches. In metric, 20 by 20 centimetres, 17.5 by 17.5 and 15. And the lids are 15 by 15, 12.5 by 12.5 and 10 by 10. Those are the only things that are different, because after that it's the same. So all of the bases they're all 2 inches and the lids are all 1 inch. So 5 centimetres versus 2.5. So, oh, that's an alarm reminder going off on that. So the base you score at 2 inches, 5 centimetres on all sides, and this is polished pink and it's gorgeous. The lids, you're going to score them at 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres, but it's actually a shade under that, so it's actually about 2.3 centimetres or 15/16 of an inch. But actually I totally cheat and I just move my paper along a little bit. Now that's exaggerated, but I just move it along a tiny bit, and that will give my lid clearance. Now the paper pack, the name of it has just fallen out of my head. It's free. And where's my catalogue? Underneath the cat, probably. Where is my genuinely, where is my catalogue? I don't know. It's the free one at the back of the catalogue. The catalogue under the cat. Seriously, where is it? I don't know. I want to give you the name of it, but don't know what that is. So it's the free one at the back, and it's gorgeous. I want to say it's called Celebrate Everything, but I'm not completely sure that is correct. See, I'm burnishing while not even looking at what I'm doing, because I'm looking around my desk. I can see the big catalogue, it's not that one. So burnish these. This, obviously you can see that's the reverse of that. There's lots of different designs. I can't remember how many. There are different themes in it. So you've got autumnal stuff. Obviously you've got quite festive Christmas stuff. There are even fireworks for New Year. There's sort of more birthday-ish stuff. Fabulous pack of paper that you can get for free. Right, so the method, again, for cutting and scoring, or for burnishing and then cutting and sticking, is the same for all of your boxes. So looking at it this way, well, it doesn't matter because it's the same. We're going to cut straight on the rectangle and wedge into the squares. Okay, and we'll do that the same on the lids as well. However, on this smallest box, when you fold it up like that, the inside of it potentially could overlap. So you can see, hopefully, I've cut a chunk off. So this is, you only need to do this on the smallest one, but I'm going to show you now. You just cut a chunk, okay? And that's because this one finishes up at 2 by 2 by 2 inches, or 5 by 5 by 5 centimetres. But the other ones you don't need to do that on. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it on any of the lids. Okay, so polished pink, rather a nice colour actually. I'm not going to put polished pink ribbon with, oh blimey, I can't say. I'm not going to put polished pink ribbon because I don't have any. But I do have Melon Mambo, which is, it's the open weave, so it's close enough to get away with it. I did think about doing black, but I don't have any of that. And I did think about doing white, and I don't fancy the crinkled seam binding. So pink it is, Melon Mambo. Right, neatly collected on the floor. So I'm going to put together the base because you can see that, and that will give you the method for the lid as well, which we're not going to be able to see quite so well because that's a really busy pattern. What is wrong with my Seal Plus? Nothing, it's me. Operator error. So I've put adhesive on all those tabs. I've gone for the Seal Plus for speed, but you just bring them round and that's your corner made. And again, the method of building, sticking and everything for all 3 boxes is exactly the same. So this box finishes up at, I don't know because I've lost my ruler. Actually, I haven't lost my ruler. I know where it is. I was working with it for a very special project. So if that's 2 inches, oh, there we go. So it's 2 by 3 by 3, and this one's 2 by 4 by 4. So that is 5 by 7.5 by 7.5 centimetres, and this one is 5 by 10 by 10. Right, let's try and get this lid put together. Exactly the same way, you just fold and stick, fold and stick. The paper is just gorgeous, isn't it cheerful? And I do like pink at Christmas. I live with five males, my husband and our 4 sons. I'll possibly have a tree downstairs, or that will be downstairs, it's not up yet, that is pink themed, pink and champagne. I have lots of trees. So that's my stack. Now, if you're giving as a gift, just put little mini glue dot on there and then they will separate easily. You could put something stronger if you want to. I'm going to put some Tombow because this is going to sit for a while before it gets photographed, and the risk of kitty cat involvement, given that they wanted to be in this video, is huge, and the potential for it to get knocked down is huge. But yeah, if you're filling these with treats and giving them as a gift, little mini glue dot will hold it in place for you then to ribbon as you wish. So that I'm just going to put to one side, and I'm going to bring in, because I've worked from my measurements on my mobile phone because I put them on there for you, and I like to see that I can do what I'm asking you to do. So this is my mobile phone. These are the measurements, that's how they look. And this was my project from 2018. Does anybody remember those wired snowflakes? I don't know if I think the light's catching it. Those wired snowflakes. And does anybody remember that ribbon? It was sort of cherry cob. Well, it was Merry Merlot and gold. But yeah, so that is from the 1st of October 2018. And I've remade it for you 4 and a bit years later. Right, hopefully that's dry enough for me to work with. If not, we're going to have an issue. So I've got my lovely pink ribbon. And I'm going to take it over quite a lot one side and get a hold of it. And I'm sort of, oh look, you see that glue didn't go. Oh well. So I've got one here that's a little bit on the loose side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it under that section and it will hold in place. I absolutely love to make these stacks. I generally tend to make them mostly only at Christmas time, but I have on the odd occasion done a non-Christmas version because, you know, who wouldn't like a stack of gifts? And I did decide ahead of time. Look, that's now stuck and it's in the wrong place. Typical. Anyway, I did decide ahead of time I'm not going to add anything to that because actually I think the paper is fabulous as it is, and I love it. So I have done, I want to say maybe 20 different stacks in different papers. There's probably 10 or 12 different designs and styles. So I've done rectangular stacks. I've even done a stack that uses one sheet of designer series paper. Yes, I've done that. I've done rectangles, I've done squares, I've done lidded, I've done fold over, everything. I've done them where the boxes get smaller, but they also get smaller that way. So they start big and get smaller and smaller and smaller. There's loads of different versions. So just go onto my blog and search in the the search button, stack, and you'll see lots of different variations. But this is this year's with that gorgeous free paper. So it does require 3 sheets of cardstock, but scraps of ribbon, really is scraps, and that's the reverse. Those two are reversed, but the ribbons, not ribbon, paper. The paper is free. So yeah, frugal packaging, don't you think? Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.